Weapon crafting in Destiny 2 was introduced at the release of the Witch Queen expansion in February and has only had a few minor changes made since. With the right fixes in place, this system could become one of Destiny's best loved features. Hi guys, my name's Pigeon and today I want to talk to you about what I'm calling Weapon Crafting 2.0. For this video, I'm going to outline each of the problems faced in the current version of weapon crafting and then look at their possible solutions. Let's get into it. Problem number 1, material caps. The main change implemented for Season of the Haunted was the consolidation of the main crafting resource, Resonant Elements, as our be-all end-all resource for crafting weapon perks. This is, however, still only capped at 10,000, which is enough to fully craft about 4 weapons with enhanced perks. Considering we have 10 plus weapons this season that are craftable, this has led players into hoarding completed deep sight weapons until the time comes they need resources extracted. Take a look at this vault here from Hazaho on Twitter, who has hundreds of weapons completed ready for extraction. My solution to this is simply increase the cap up to 100,000 and call it a day. Problem number 2, earning resources. Okay, so this one receives some love in Season of the Haunted as we can complete deep sight weapons fairly fast for 300 resonant elements. Out with that, we barely get any from activity completions and more. I'd love to see more ways to passively earn resonant elements. My solution? Why not introduce a new ghost mod dedicated to increasing resonant element drops from activities? This would be especially useful when we're using a crafted weapon and want to gain materials to upgrade as we go. Problem number 3, earning patterns, bad blood protection and bad RNG. Oh boy, if you know me by now, I reckon you'll have at least heard one daily rant about bad RNG live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/pigeon, and it's especially bad for acquiring deep sight weapons. Early on in the season, we're fired up and ready to grind for new loot, except we have almost no way of guaranteeing deep sight weapon frames until the 3rd or 4th week of the season via the relevant helm upgrades. In Season of the Haunted, we have 10 new weapons, each requiring 5 deep sight drops to obtain the pattern, which means we're looking for 50 drops to be the ones that we need to craft the weapons. My main gripe, however, is the lack of bad luck protection. Getting red frames to drop is very exciting until you've unlocked the pattern, but every deep sight weapon that drops after this that you don't need is very frustrating. My possible solutions to these problems are: Solution 1, allow us to get guaranteed deep sights early in the season but a higher cost to incentivise the early grind. And Solution 2, red frame weapons of which we've unlocked the pattern for don't drop until all other patterns from that loot pool have been unlocked. For example, if you're lucky like me and have completed an Ostringer pattern but not the Callous Mini Tool, then let my future deep sight drops have a better chance of being the Mini Tool. Now for problem 4, this is more a series of issues that arise once you've crafted your brand new weapon. The leveling process itself has a few things that need fine tuned as well as the end result. So you crafted a nice Ostringer this season for PvE, except you're already holding on to a god tier roll in your inventory. Which one do you use? For those like me who are endgame grinders, we want to apply enhanced perks on the end result, so we slog out those early weapon levels until we reach the acquired stage to craft the roll we want finally. Let's also mention that the fastest way to level the weapon is currently running a Terror Hunter and farming ads in the Shuro Chi boss room from the last Wish raid. So you have the god roll ready. A great suggestion I wish to credit Paul Tassi for was that if you use a random rolled weapon on your character that's craftable, that will trickle XP to the crafted version as long as it's in that character's inventory. This allows you to use your god roll until the crafted version reaches a desirable level where you can put the perks you want to use on it. The second issue here arises from activity XP scaling. We shouldn't have to rely on add dense raid or dungeon locations to level up our weapons, or even hot swapping at the end of an activity. All activities should scale the amount of XP on a crafted weapon based on its difficulty. Harder content equals larger XP gains, harder encounter completions also equate to larger XP gains. As an example, I could bring a crafted weapon into a raid run, and I could see it level up maybe once by the time I've cleared the raid. On the second hand, I could run 2 to 3 strikes and also get a weapon level up. So the final problem today relates to you've crafted your 5 out of 5 roll, but then you find out there's a potentially better perk combo to use. So what do? You spend those hard earned resources only to find out your original was much better for you. So, in an act of desperation, you swap back to the original perk combination. You've now spent 3 times the materials or more to try out perk combos with absolutely nothing to show for it. There's a few ways to go about this, but ultimately it should come down to, once the perk has been purchased, enhanced or not, it does not cost any resources to reapply this perk on that weapon, and additionally allows to invest into double perk crafted weapons to have the ultimate utility choice. I hope with the right changes to these core systems that weapon crafting can keep us excited for seasons to come, and we can have fun creating our perfect god rolls. And that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed today's suggestions, please leave us a like, or if you think they could be improved upon, then why not leave a comment down below, or even better, you can tweet me at pigeon followed by an underscore. Be sure to subscribe for more Destiny 2 discussion content, and I'll see you in the next one.